up here. Well, they did now.
And somebody did.
No, they're all sold. Anybody got
You sold the ones here. Okay. Okay. In there, if you look up Osiris, but not Osiris, look up Osura, Osura, or Osir, but you look up one of these biblical terms, because you know Osiris is throughout the whole Bible. So A-S-S-I-R, A-S-S-I-R. I said that the last time I gave you the Bible verses that Osiris is in. Right? Did I give you that the last time? How many people didn't get this stuff? Then raise your hand. We give you this now. Okay, then I guess I'll repeat it again. But anyway, Osir in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, what's your boy name on? Fillmore. In there, one of the names for Osir is Aurora, which means dark. And then now they got some coffee shops all down in Atlanta. Aurora Coffee, Osiris Coffee, which is melanin. You see what I'm saying? Now the Bible verses, let me give this again because this is very key. You always got to get this and stuff because shit, you know, this is it. You talking about Osiris in the Bible, and they call them pagans. Well, don't you know that the word Hebrew is Greek? I didn't know that. C. Freeman L. told me last week. This is a Greek word. Shit. Forget everything pagan. Jesus is a Greek word. And Roman, and they hate the Romans. A-S-S-I-R. A-S-S-I-R is in Exodus 6. Exodus chapter 6, verse 24. First Corinthians, I think that's First Corinthians, C-H-R-O-N, period. Is that Chronicles or Corinthians?
Chronicles.
First Chronicles. First Chronicles, yeah, that's Chronicles, that's right. Chronicles chapter 6, verse 7, verse 8, and verse 22. And in chapter 3, verse 17. You get the word there, O-W-S-I-R. That's Osiris. Which also you get the word, which Osar, the word W-O-S-I-R is also one of the words. But these are all different words for Osiris. In Isaiah chapter 24, verse 22, and Isaiah chapter 42, verse 7, you get the word A-S-S-I-R again. You see what I'm saying? As well as Isaiah 10, verse 4, you get the word A-S-S-I-R also. Now in Job, let me see, also in Job it says, Job chapter 3, verse 18, you get the word O-S-I-R-I-S-E-S. That's Osiris's. He's saying he's saying that the word Osiris's would appear to be plausible interpretation of the word A-S-I-R-I-M. All this shit here, you see. See, this is the funny point about this stuff. This stuff, see, they got a whole form of scholarship that's not even available to the public in the intercollegiate level. You go in these libraries, and one of the biggest libraries of world knowledge in the world. Not no fucking United States, not no France, in the world, on the planet Earth, is fucking Princeton University. It is the biggest occult, metaphysical, religious, psychological, melanin, all that shit. It's right there at Princeton. And you can understand why this is a pivotal point for black people right here, and why probably ain't no niggas living over here in Trenton, because they done killed them all off but y'all. You just seeing zombies walking around. But Princeton is one of the biggest occult and biggest knowledge libraries in the world on planet Earth. Right there in Princeton. You see. So they got stuff in these libraries that's not even available to the public. Now how many people can get on Princeton? You see what I'm saying? Because I think see, that's the way it is. It's a club. You only have access to it when you go into school. Do they have a public library there that you can go in Princeton? You see what I'm saying? You got to be a member. See, this is the way. See, this is the way. See, the problem. See, I realize now how they can keep 111 black colleges functioning, because they're not really colleges. They're correspondence schools. You might as well goddamn send off in a comic book and get your degree and you go to them bullshits. You know what I'm saying? A correspondence class or some shit. Same thing how you sit off and get a degree or whatever, certificate and shit, a Buffalo Live certificate or whatever. It's the same shit. You might as well. Why is that? Well, I'm going to tell you why. I didn't realize it because I went to these schools. But I did not realize it until I became a scholar that your college is only as good as your library. If you don't have access to the knowledge and shit, you really don't have any shit. So, and one thing about black college libraries, they don't have shit up in there. They got the same damn books that you was, no regular shit you was looking at in fucking junior high school. Same shit. Bunch of damn magazines. And they give you a little bit of black stuff, but I'm talking about major research. You see what I'm saying? Whereas the University of South Carolina, they got 3 floors on top of the ground, they got 3 floors up under the ground. University of North Carolina is another one that's one of the most prestigious libraries in the world, in the planet Earth. Your boy Wayne Chandler went down there and said, shit, he went down there to study some stuff on the Moors. He said, well, look like I'm going to have to go and try to damn pay some rent in a boarding house somewhere, because I got to stay down here 4 fucking months just to damn tap into this shit. That's how much stuff they had. He had to literally, he went there to do some stuff like over the weekend or something, and literally had to go get in some residency in North Carolina, Chapel Hill, just to get it. University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, the Tar Heels. So they got a whole research things that's full of that particular stuff. You know that when you get your boy books. In the back of his book, Zachariah Sitchin, he has not only bibliography, but he has a whole chapter on archaeological research, which is not even available to the public. So that's how much this white boy has colonized the stuff on the planet. And that's how much people saying, like, I see a lot of the people now, a lot of the scholars saying you don't need to be doing all that studying. That's bullshit. That's how much research and stuff. I bought 2 books today. You know, and I got every book in the bookstore. I bought up the whole East Coast of books. I can't find up the 1s and 2s, but I'm saying I still have to get 1s and 2s and stuff because it might be a page in the book. I bought 2 books today, and 1 book I bought because of a page in it. And that might all be in, but that might be the key shit. That 1 page, that 1 paragraph. But that's the way the white boy carves up this knowledge so you don't get to the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's the way he keeps people. So basically, black people are not really educated because not only that, black people, not only that, they don't even utilize the library, but it's not just black people. You see, they take the whole American public and they do this too, and they got a few people that they pull to the side, this elite group of people based on secret society, based on people they train for this, and they tell them, now you're here now you can get access to the library. The rest of the damn people just only gonna go in there to get the shit to pass the class. But then again, they make it that way because they put all them courses on your ass that you don't need, and you got to study all that shit just to doggone be qualified. So in a way, it's a form of slavery where you can't go and study the other shit because you spending money to get your degree, and you gotta, and the time you need to be studying is to damn get that stuff, or you out on your ass. So either way, you understand what I'm saying? It's a slavery thing, and it's very key to understand that on the way they do that particular thing at this particular time. Now, there's a double-headed calf that was born. This spring. The double head, you see the double-headed eagle. It represents the other side. You got one head represents this consciousness. The other head represents the other side of the consciousness. You get the double, you get the word diabos, and you get the word devil. The word devil comes from the word double, or doppelganger. So the other double-headed calf was born someplace in the Middle East. That particular calf with 2 heads represents the black man's consciousness of his soul is now ready and being purified, which we'll get into in a few minutes. So this is a sign just like the black hole. You must understand that the time is now, and children are not the goddamn future. You are the future. Children have never been the fucking future. You the future. The child is only carried on the parents' future. You see what I'm saying? So now what happens is they train you in this country to focus on the child. But meanwhile, you ain't getting shit in your head. So as a result, the child comes up You see what I'm saying? And basically, it's repetitious and it's a damn cycle. You see? And so he comes up and he's an asshole too. Or she's an asshole too. But it's you. So the first thing somebody do in a conscious meeting, you're going to start talking about some damn children. That's 18 fucking years away before that motherfucker even begin to do some shit. Or 12 years away. As a matter of fact, the conscious realm don't even get to a child till he gets 12 years old. To a certain levels of certain glands don't even open up in the body. That's why the Bible talks about the 12-year-old thing. But the key is you the one. Because the knowledge was not given to your child, it was given to you. Although your child is a genius and he got all the potential and you can see the shit in him, in her. You see them, they are very advanced. They think, the thoughts that they think in their head when you was a child, you didn't start thinking that way till you was 12. They be little people and you be like, damn, I'm amazed. But that's not the point. The point is they're on their way to damn ruination like every other asshole in the prison until you put something in their head. It's about you. And America has this policy, save the child, but don't save the adult. Now anybody know if a child got a fucked up adult, a child grows up a schizoid. You got people, man, you got children that's genius. But their parents was fucked up and they cannot break the cycle. They fucked up in the head. You see what I'm saying? Look, we got 4 friends that we grew up with and their parents, the mothers left them down to be raised with the grandmother and they went back up north, but the mothers had like big time jobs and lived a damn a marital Moore life. You know, you gonna make it, but they doing this shit up there and their children down south. And them, and to this date, all them damn brothers, it was 3 of them, especially the males, all of them fucked up. One boy is 39, this boy, he's graduated college, he got a $50,000 a year job, and he can't keep a goddamn girl a date. And if this girl wants him, she got to make like she don't want him. And then he'll be with her. But soon as she shows any type of thing that she wants him, she's out the door. But he don't keep a girl a damn week if she likes him. If we tell her, well, you know, you can't like him. Because if you like him, you gone. He cutting your ass loose tomorrow. Crazy. So my point is, it's you. It's not the children, it's you. I believe the children of no. You the future. The future is always now. If you don't take that shit now, it ain't going to be in the future. And that's what they keep doing. The future never gets here. Because you're always in the damn present. Which is the future. So it's not you. So automatically, they cut your conscience off. Because the white man understands that he can give you something to look forward to. He has already eliminated the space between you and that time that you're looking forward to do some shit. Based on your career, based on your child growing up, based on some insurance policy when you're 65, all that bullshit. And that is to suspend consciousness so he can have another day to kick you in the ass. But the time is now. That's how he does things on mind control. You look into the future, you look into YK2 when this shit is now. You worried about how you gonna get into the damn year 2000 and the shit is now. 2000 been here. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way he does this stuff. You see, that's a part of mind control. Mind control in the United States. Very key at this particular time. So if you also get the book of E. Wallace Budge's book, Tutankhamun, Omonism and Optimism, you will see a picture of Osiris in there, Osea up in there, but he got a twa head, a little short pygmy man. So it proves that the ultimate God is a little black man, got a little nappy head. They don't show you that picture. They only printed it one time in E. Wallace Budge's book, Tutankhamun, Omonism, and Optimism. It's in that particular book. Recapping what I said yesterday, the gates of Zion is the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, and the hypothalamus gland, which is the pearly gates. You see what I'm saying? Which is the pearly gates. The north, they say that the evil comes from the north. That's in the Kabbalah, which is the north gate. So that evil is the pineal gland, the enemy of God. I know that's hard to say, because your concept of God is, you know, but it's talking of, that's Lucifer. The pineal gland is actually Lucifer. The stone that fell from Lucifer's crown is called the philosopher's stone. You will find there's a stone that fell from Lucifer's crown. That's the black dot, is what that is actually talking about. That's the black dot. Which now deals taps into this Solomon thing. Because Solomon and Osiris is one and the same. Solomon was never a historical figure. The Hebrews were nothing but Typhonian Egyptians or Hyksos, but they were a group of Egyptians. See, what happened was, which I was explaining him today, most of the historians thought that the Hyksos invaded Kemet. Well, how the hell you going to have some people, a couple of little niggas on a horse come in and invade the world power? That's like a few damn crackers coming in on a horse going to take over down D.C. Shit ain't happening. You see, that baffled people to this day. Massey was the only person to get it right. Massey, Albert Church Ward, Alvin Boyd Kuhn, and Evil Lindsay of Stratton, which is his particular group of people. They got it right, especially in Book of the Beginnings, Volume 2, that the Hyksos, or the Shepherd Kings, were a group of Egyptians, a group of Camites that was living there in Egypt. There was a coup d'etat and took over the government. They were Typhonian Egyptians, mainly your Ethiopian stock. They were see, you got dynastic. And the dynastic people come in and they overthrow the pre-dynastic people. So the Hyksos were a form of the pre-dynastic people. The Typhonian Egyptians are what you call the followers of Apep. And they were overthrown by the Ammonites. And so for 100 years they became back, they had a coup and they overthrew them. So you're talking about a group of Egyptians. You see what I'm saying? Those later on, and so after Amos and them drove them out, they later on became your Hebrews, along with the whole Akhenaten thing. If you, we'll get back in for the people that need to understand that. But the point is, after they left Kemet, these Egyptians, they didn't want to identify with pharaonic Egyptian or hieroglyphic Egyptian, so therefore they took world mythology and fastened it into history. So Solomon never existed. David never existed. You see what I'm saying? These are metaphysical terms. Solomon is Osiris. David is Horus. Jacob is the physical body, which is still a form of Osiris, called it the jet pillar. Jacob's ladder, which is the Kabbalah. Abraham is the black sun. So Solomon, Jacob, Abraham, and David, all of those are part of the same physical body. Different aspects of your same physiological structure. Bethlehem is the soul. You see, Bethlehem is the soul. All of these are metaphysical terms that they historicalize, and you thinking they're real damn people. Because these group of black people, and later on they work against us because now they got a group of white people fronting to be the chosen people. These group of black people are Camites or Egyptians or northern Ethiopians, took the mythology that was in Greece, Rome, Babylonian, Mesopotamia, over in Persia, over in Kemet, over in Ethiopia, over in Yoruba land, in West Africa, in South Africa, with Kulu, and everybody had the same in India. They took that particular thing and said, we're going to take the mythology and make it a historical people. And that way, by it becoming a historical people, we can say that we are the people of God. And so Paul and them did the same thing with the Jesus thing. We're going to take the mythology of the Christ, which is in all of us. I'm going to make it a historical man, and therefore they can throw people off, and so they become the elite. You see what I'm saying? But even in the doggone book, they tell you that Egypt, they so-called hate Egypt, the Hebrews. But why the hell is if they hate Egypt, why the hell is Egypt, Mizrahim, a tribe of Israel? Right there alone tell you that we're talking about a mythology thing. So Solomon is basically the Osirian drama. You see, King Solomon, oh yeah, I am black and comely. You see what I'm saying? So Solomon and Osiris is one and the same. Osiris was taken, he was cut into different pieces and thrown over the Nile. Solomon was hit in the head and taken to a different land. Later on become Hiram of Bith out of Solomon's temple. All that's mythology. It has nothing to do with real people. It's all a part of your own soul being separated and scattered all over the earth. And you got to pick up the damn pieces. You see what I'm saying? Osiris was dismembered by Set and taken to a different land. Same as Solomon. A demon took him to a different land. You see what I'm saying? The ring of Solomon, or the circle, or the spear, is the spear of God. The ring of Solomon is the Kundalini energy, or the black dot inside of you. It's the ring of Solomon. It's a circle. And that particular circle has, that Solomon circle, or that ring of Solomon, is also the 12 signs of the damn zodiac. But the 12 signs of the zodiac is inside of you. That's 12 particular parts of consciousness that's inside of you. The 13th part of the consciousness is the dot inside of the circle. So if you take the circle, the ring of Solomon, and you've seen this, the spirit, you'll see the spirit and you'll see the dot. And if you take it and do it 12 times, you get the zodiac. You see what I'm saying? The dot in the circle is the centerpiece, which is the 13, which is Christ in the 12 disciples. You see, 12 seasons of the year, but those particular cycles are different archetypes of consciousness, archetypes of the collective unconsciousness. So you all the time. Someone say, what sign are you? I said, well, I've mastered that shit. I'm Gemini, I'm all that shit. Because I'm above the damn sign. I'm right here in the motherfucking circle. And how do you get in this circle? Just realize there is a damn circle and you bypass the shit. It's all based on thought. You see what I'm saying? So they say, you know, you're a Sagittarius. No, I say, I transcended that shit. I'm all that shit. I might be any of these bastards in any given hour. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not schizophrenic no more. I'm right here in the circle. And that's the Christ. That's the ring of Solomon. So Solomon, in the Hebrew mythology, there's a guy by the name of Rappaport. Just remember that, Rappaport. Get these 3 volumes. You get 3 volumes. You might try to work on getting these. They are worth having. 3 volumes of the Legends of Israel. The Legend of Israel by Rappaport. Rappaport is his last name. Volume 1, 2, and 3. But when you look at this and stuff, this is mythology, and once you take it out of the historical shit and try to tap into the esoteric part, the gates open up. But in there they talk about Solomon. Solomon traps all these demons in his ring, his signet ring. Those demons that he trapped, or these beasts that he trapped, are the signs of the fucking zodiac. But remember, one of the zodiac signs is the fucking man. See what I'm saying? They're talking about 4 beasts, and one of the heads of the beasts is a man. That means that the other doggone beast is inside of him. You get where I'm coming from here? So he traps these beasts with his signet ring, which means he gets on top of the zodiacal powers, because there's 12 titans. There's 12 zodiacs. It's 12 zodiacs. So we're talking about archetypes of elected consciousness. We're talking about 12 different aspects of melanin. Jason and the Argonauts. Was it 12 Argonauts? Yeah, because they take them and put them on a boat. Which is also, the Jason and the Argonauts is also, you will see the netters, the Egyptian netters in the boats. That's nothing but different aspects of the same damn consciousness, because a circle is also called what? Ark. And ark is the boat. This is the mothership inside of your head. You see what I'm saying? So Jason and the Argonauts is the same story. It's a historical story, it's a physiological story, it's a metaphysical story. Jason and the Argonauts, like I said, go rent the tape, Jason and the Argonauts, and study it. But in that particular tape, remember now, the book, Apollonius, he was the director of the Library of Alexandria, so he literally took a book out of there. But and he translated it into Greek story, but Jason means, look at this, it means Jah, sun. It means July, August, September, October, November. Metaphysical. You see what I'm saying? You see. This is the key to this shit. Now, so Solomon traps these demons in his signet ring. You see what I'm saying? What it means, so Solomon, once he traps these demons work for him. These demons are called Goetia. Now I gave you a paper the other night, the people that want to get this after the thing. There's 72 demons of Goetia. These are the demons. You call on any of these motherfuckers and tell them, look, I don't want no bullshit happening. This is the power. You really working with some stuff now, and the cracker will run from your ass. This is your power. These demons of Goetia, that's the demons of melody. You got 7 chakras. You got 7 chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 chakras. The 7th chakra being the brow chakra, or the kundalini, or the third eye. With inside of the third eye melanin, there's 72 other chakras. There's 72 Goetic demons or 72 sons of Ptah. So inside of your third eye is 72 other chakras. Okay? Those 72 other chakras are these seals. Each seal is a chakra. Each seal is a universe. So there's 72 chakras inside of the third eye, which is the ring of Solomon. Those 72 demons, or they called daemons, of Goetia, sits over a legion of 30 to 40 other demons, or army motherfuckers, ready to kick ass. But in the encyclopedia, the word legion means 10,000. So if there's 40 legions, there's 40 times 10,000. So we're talking about a damn army of God inside of you that's ready to kill somebody. And we're talking about at least numbering millions. Tens of millions. You see what I'm saying? Because they might have chakras inside of them. This is what the cracker knows. Saw in the movie Spawn. Go see the movie Spawn. Rent the movie Spawn. He was supposed to get his demons from hell. Climb up to Heaven's Gate and tear down Heaven's Gate. But the white man come up in there and fooled his ass and told him, no, you got to turn to the light. Not the clown, it was another guy. The clown was a legba. The clown was the trickster. The clown was the devil. Telling him, look, man, it's time to get it on. But the white man come up in there and say, no, every so many years we got to come and we got to, you know, a new person got to come and do this thing and turn to the light. So this motherfucker, the effects from his side of getting the damn army of Satan, which was these black shadow figures of melanin, because the word shaitan is another word for melanin, Satan. Satan, melanin, one and the same. It's called a shadow. The shadow of God. Yo, do I work through the shadow of the valley of death. Anyway, he was supposed to get his demons, his legions of 10,000, but the white man came and fooled him, and he turned to a damn light and to start working for the other motherfucking side. The same damn side that killed his ass, whether he know it or not. But anyway, they changed the stuff all around. You see, they were talking about this, so they made a movie to make sure that they train you not to turn to yourself. That's why they put out the Star Wars thing again. Say, don't turn to the dark side. That's the shadow realm, the melanin realm. Called melancholy, the shadow, the negrito in alchemy. You see what I'm saying? The Saul Niger or the Saul nigger, blackening stage, melanin, the substantia nigra. Don't turn around. The effect from God, which means turn around and look at the mouth of God, which is the medulla oblongata, which is the base of the spine, and the top of the spine and base of the skull, which is where the melanin is. He's supposed to get the demons, the 72 demons, which each 72 of these mugs got a legion of 40,000, and the 40,000, excuse me, a legion of, 40, what did I say? A legion of 40 legions. You got 40 legions, and each legion is worth 10,000. And he's supposed to get that, tap into that and get that, but he changed it, and they fooled his ass. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Goetia is, and this is the breakdown of the melanin and what the actual melanin is, these daemons. You see what I'm saying? Which later on was degenerated into demon. There's a book called Daemonic Reality. Daemonic Reality. It explains all of this on what this whole daemon thing is. The word agos daemon is Tahuti, which also equals melanin. There's 72 demons of Goetia, having 50 to 60 other demons of melanin, as well as 10,000 legions, because a legion means 10,000. A legion means 10,000. And that's what we're dealing with the whole Solomon thing, which is nothing but Osiris and the energy of Osiris. And the energy of Osiris. This is the Goetia of Solomon the king. But the problem is you get this and you try to work the magic. See, what's happening is the reason why the government is putting out all this magic shit, because it don't work no more. See, the cycle is gone now. A lot of this magic stuff, other than a few things that you can do, they don't work anymore. That's why I told you, where's that book?
You got it up here.
Oh, I got it up here then. Yeah, okay, I think I put it in here. That's why, wait a minute.
It's on the table.
Yeah.
It should be
Yeah, here it is. That's why this one is one of the better ones. This book here, The Magician, Studies in Effective Magic by Philip Cooper. Because in here, see, a lot of the magic stuff don't work. That's why they putting all this shit in. You can go to a regular bookstore and buy all that magic. It don't work now because the cycle, this was a lot of stuff was for another cycle. That cycle has changed now. Now the magic is supposed to be mental power where you're supposed to not do a practical application, but you're supposed to will this shit in the mind. So they putting out all of this type of stuff. So when you go back, you be doing these little rituals and shit, and you ain't getting nothing. The key is just to study this to get a affirmation of what your own powers are. So it's like a case study. So you can look at the text and actually see the power in it. So it's more of a study than it is a practical application. That's why they started letting all that shit out. Don't let them fool you. If this shit was dangerous, the white boy wouldn't let it out. You understand? So the key is to get it into the subconscious, other than the technique. So, in the book, I want to read it to you. This book here deals with the subconscious. On page 2, Philip Cooper's book, Magic, A Study in Effective Magic. So you can also use this in the subconscious just for, not just magic as far as trying to blow up something, just for shit that you want to deal with and put energy to it, just whether you're on the job or whatever. Somebody fucking with you, or you want to get another promotion. This magic is supposed to be used for everyday life on that level. So therefore, you use it and you will it, and they got to give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So he goes into the science and he said, well, let me give you a few exercises at the end just to build a psychic laboratory. So he's not necessarily saying you get into all the ritual and all that stuff. He's saying, we just give you these exercises so you can know the power of your own mind. But it says, page 2, the subconscious mind is a powerhouse, which is inside you. Anytime you enter subconscious, that means melanin. Dreamland. The subconscious mind is a powerhouse. It creates around us all that it believes to be true, according to the instructions we give it. So if you believe that the white man is God, until you get that shit out of your mind, he gonna be God. And your shit gonna be less. Because your subconscious it's a cosmic computer. And it's only gonna deal with what you tell it. So if you don't change your thinking, you don't get it. You get how this shit go. That's how the world is. The melanin is called the shadow, and the shadow is what? A reflection. It's only a reflection of what your conscience gives it. So I told you I bypassed some other damn zodiacs and shit because I told myself, hey, I'm the shit. You see, that's confidence. You see what I'm coming from? So, the subconscious mind is a powerhouse. It creates to you, all around you, what it believes to be true. So whatever it believes to be true, that's what it's going to deal with, according to the instructions you give it. Everything around you and everything that has been attracted to you is like a magnet. It is impossible to stop this creation process. Even when you leave the earth, it will continue, it will carry on creating for you and serving you. So that's why that's what I'm saying about this libation and all that shit. You got to get on top of that because this is your own subconscious that you're dealing with. And we are at a war to regain our consciousness. They tell you in doom, what do they tell you in doom? The sleeper must awake. The sleeper must awake. He must take the water of life. The water is called your subconscious. It's called the wave, the ocean. That's Leviathan, your subconscious. So even after you leave, it keeps on serving you. For this purpose, to attract to you all what you need. It does not reason. It just accepts instructions that are believed to be in your best interest. Before it will change its created pattern, it has to conceive the new instructions to be valid. This is where the will and the conscious mind comes into picture. And what this means is the white boy is giving you his reality, his computer. And no matter how much you quote it, and say that the black man is this and the black woman is this and I'm the goddess this and I'm all that. Until you get it out of the subconscious, you still a goddamn slave. You get where I'm coming from here? Because the subconscious does not reason. It only accepts what you've given it. And you might be giving your consciousness, giving it all this shit here, but you're giving your conscious, your subconscious the same old bullshit that you grew up with. Well, let's go and see what he says about that. This is an awesome book. Because they got some of these books on this magic stuff. But a lot of these people, they're writing this shit because the X-Files is out. So shit, this new age, man, is hot. So they got to make books to make money. And the Llewellyn and all these people is telling them, hey, we need people to come in. So they write a whole lot of bullshit. They don't even know what they're talking about. But every now and then you get a person that has studied and he know what the deal is. And he can cut through all the complicated stuff. And that's when a person really knows when he can simplify stuff. So this particular book here is one of the better books out of all that stuff. And at this particular time, it's probably the only one you need on magic because you're trying to deal with the subconscious other than a whole lot of ritual. You see what I'm coming from here? Now, I want to read something to you here. Look, the chapter on the magical mind. Let me see, hold on. The magical mind, page 35. Y'all all right? Yeah. Listen. Okay. Before moving, so he's saying that in actuality, this subconscious has to deal with everything, but what's happening is that somebody done gave you some facts in reality. Now look at this. Before moving to the ultimate power of the subconscious mind, we ought to spend a little time looking at what we call facts. Since your birth, much of what you know has been given to you by someone else. You see, your parents, your teacher, society, television, and so on. You have been given the facts, and your subconscious mind has been acting on these facts ever since. From now on, you must question these facts to say if they are indeed really true, or to see if they, if they are indeed really true, or most important, if they are true for you. Because what's the white man's truth for him and works for him might not be for you. You see, as I have already mentioned, quite widely known that your character is modeled the first 2 years of your life. From then on, you are set in your ways. Do you remember the idea that I have given in chapter 1 on the traditional lines of thinking? And it goes on to say that basically it's all based on all this particular stuff. And here's one: even if you are not a Christian, as I am not, you still have to conform to Christian ideas of dogma. You see, and now millions of laws that prop up the original 10 commandments. And there are still many things that you cannot do on Sunday. And if you go into court, you are expected to swear oath to a Christian Bible. So it goes into saying that this Christian church, like I was saying, all this shit here has got you locked down and fucked up in the mind. And even when we become Afrocentric in consciousness, we just change the damn deities, but we still look at them with a Judeo-Christian and even Islamic view. Because there's also an esoteric Islam, and that shit'll bound down to Allah's bullshit to another form of slavery. Like Dr. Ben said, you jumping from the pot to the goddamn frying pan. Either way, you're going to get burnt anyway. Because there's always the esoteric counterpart. There's Sufism, which is the real shit. And Islam comes from some Persian shit called Ismailianism. You see what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about that because, see, that's the shit that they got up in Princeton that they hide from your ass. But if you go to Barnes and Nobles, or if you can order them and look at the Ernos papers, they call some books put out, edited by Joseph Campbell. And they call it Ernos papers. And one of the writers is dealing with the real Sufism is called Henry Corbin, if you want to get real Sufism. And there's a whole shit on there on Ismailianism, and that's where Islam comes from. It's type, Ernos papers. Also, the Persian is nothing but Cushite Arabian from Ethiopian Arabia, Cushite and Persia, same black people, and that's your Sufism. Muhammad and shit was just taught the esoteric thing and stuff based on to teach a savage white Arab, you see what I'm saying, by Bilal. So the religion is a Bilalian invention. He didn't know how to read all right, so he didn't know motherfucker whispered in. Even if a person whispered in his ear, he couldn't write the shit down. It was Bilal that wrote the fucking Quran. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, wrote the Quran. So we're talking about these facts and this blueprint. So this particular thing here, so the Goetia, you just get this as a case study to understand the seals and the chakras and all that type of thing. Because they also talk about Leviathan. They're going to break the heads of Leviathan in Isaiah. Those heads are these seals. These different seals. And once these seals are broken, you see what I'm saying? 7 major seals. Once they are broken, you see what I'm saying? These Damianic energies, which is the melanin energies, will retake the earth from the cracks of the universe. You see what I'm saying? Will retake the earth and the whole universe and oust this old cycle of gods that's ruling this shit and got us down here at slavery. Because now's the time to come back. Now, in the Oman, yeah. How many people got problems with this stuff? All right.
Praying 5 times a day is
all that old bullshit. Praying is begging and keeping you down here. That's slavery. So let's go on. We got a lot to deal with right now. Let me get some of my other stuff right now, because I want to deal with a couple other things right here. Let me deal with this Prometheus thing right now. Azazel is Prometheus, so you get the movie Azazel. Also, go and get if you just get, because I want you to get a mythology book, I want you to get one that covers all mythology. So get that guy David Adams Leeming's book that I talked about last night, which is mythology. It's called The World of Myth and Anthology. It's book 1. Then the other one is mythology, the voyage of the hero, and then they give you all the mythology around the world. From Native American, all that stuff, so you'd be like an encyclopedia. Get that particular book, because most encyclopedias, they only give you short passages. This particular book, he split it up into 2 volumes, so he deals with stuff extensively. It's a very good book to get. David Adams Leeming. David Adams Leeming. The name of one of the book is The World of Myth and Anthology. The other book is Mythology, The Voyage of the Hero. The Voyage of the Hero. Azazel taught the man the art of reading and magic and civilization to raise him up from his wretched state. That's so the fall, and he was cast out because of that. Lucifer did the same thing in another particular one. Samuel told him to bite from the golden apples. We'll get into that in a few minutes, from the tree of life. As well as Prometheus in the Greek thing did the same thing. Taught man this particular thing. Azazel is Prometheus. Prometheus is the Christ. Prometheus, there's a book out on Prometheus you can get. The name of the guy, the author, is called, what's the name? I got another book by him, but the one you want to get is, his name is Kerenyi. Kerenyi. And that particular guy has a book out on Prometheus, which is the same. He shows parallels as Christ. Prometheus was staked to a cross, and a vulture tore out his liver. Jesus was staked to the cross, and they pierced his side with a sword. So you see these particular mythology reoccurring over and over and over again until Paul decided to make the shit historical and fool every damn body. But Prometheus later on becomes Satan. You see what I'm saying? One in the doggone same. If you get their Kabbalistic breakdown for the word serpent in the Garden of Eden, and Christ and Messiah, I think it's 556, is the same damn number. You see what I'm saying? So Prometheus stole fire from the gods. Prometheus stole fire, and the fire he stole was a glowing charcoal, that's melanin, from the chariot of the sun. You see what I'm saying? And from the chariot of the sun. So it is this particular part, he stole a glowing charcoal. This is in Robert Graves' book, Greek Myths. Then the glowing charcoal from the chariot of the sun, it's telling you right there that both that charcoal melanin is the shadow, but it also tells you, when he say the chariot of the sun, it's talking about a certain energy, or the star energy. Now it's interesting because, see, this white boy just put out this thing in this is the November issue called Starfire, the Goal of the Gods. Now, it's in Nexus magazine, October and November. So this is part one. It's a 3-part thing. Now, what he's trying to front here is that there's a bloodline from Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ, the Masonic people and people that rule the world knew that Jesus Christ never existed as a physical person, that the Jesus Christ was a race of people that would be on the earth at the end, which is us. So on one thing, he's saying the bloodline to the Christ because simple fact that because they fool the whole world in thinking that Christ is a Jew or a white Jew. First they say he's a Jew, then they get these fake Jews that came in Spain and faked the black Jew out. You see what I'm saying? And so now they're trying to make a bloodline and they're trying to establish the Christ shit for white people. So on one thing, the scholarship that he's dealing with is bad. He's dropping it, but he makes sure, and he takes it back to Egypt, but he makes sure he keeps it with Cain and Abel in the Judeo-Christian line because it debunks his theory if he says Horus. Or either go back to the Greek shit and bring it back to the mythological thing. So, but in his article, he's talking about this Starfire. Now, on one of the parts of the article, on page 31 of the book, so you're going to go and pick this up now because it's on the newsstands now at Borders, Bookstore, Barnes & Nobles and stuff, you see what I'm saying? And he also bears witness to this. First of all, in Jeremiah's book of the beginning, Jeremiah's Natural Genesis, he's going to in Ancient Egypt, Light of the World. In the part on, he has a section in Ancient Egypt, Light of the World on Revelations. And he identifies the beast in Revelation, he says is a god Sebek. The crocodile deity, the god Sebek in ancient Kemet. Massey identifies that. Now, in this, they say that the kings in early succession reigned in summer in Egypt before the kings of Israel, were anointed upon the coronation with the fat of a dragon or sacred crocodile. Sacred crocodile. So the dragon, beast, crocodile. This is the noble beast that is referred to in Egypt as Messi, which from the Hebrew verb anoint. The king of the dynastic successions were referred to as dragons or Mashiachs, the anointed ones. So in actuality, he's telling you that the dragon or the beast, he's saying the whole thing, that there's a connection between the beast in Revelation and Christ, the anointed one, is the same damn shit. The dragon and the beast is the actual energy, which I bear witness to you last night. You see, now, the article is called, it's going to be in Nexus magazine, October and November issue. This is one, Starfire and the Goal of the Gods. Starfire is the name of the article, The Goal of the Gods. This is the white boy that wrote the book Bloodline of the Holy Grail. Now, he has a book on this coming out sometime in March or February. But he's going to drop the 3 articles in the next couple of months. But I'm going to read something else that's important in here that he talks about. That he talks about here. Let me show you this particular part here. It says that this strict term, original starfire or lunar essence of the goddess, but even in everyday mundane environment, is called menstrual fluid contains a valuable endarkened secretion, especially those of the pineal and the pituitary glands. The brain pineal gland is particularly and directly associated with the tree of life, which is the same tree that they told you not to eat from in the damn Bible. So he dropped in the same, I've been telling you this before, but now listen to this, the tree of life. And that this tiny gland was to secrete a very essence of active longevity called Soma, S-O-M-A, or the Greeks, ambrosia. You see, that's the food of the gods. You see them, the Greeks, ambrosia. Now, most of you probably are familiar with the functions of the pineal glands or the endarkened system. But for those who probably do not know, the pineal is a very special gland, shaped like a pine cone, but it's about the size of a grain of corn. It's real small. That's called the hidden God, or called the small-faced God. The small-faced God. A grain of corn. Now, it is centrally situated within the brain, and although outside of the ventricles and not forming a part of the brain matter as such. Now, the pineal gland was thought to be, by the 17th century, French optimist scientist René Descartes, as the seat of the soul, the point in which the mind and the body is conjoined. The ancient Greeks considered likewise in the 4th century BC, Herophilius described the pineal gland or the pineal organ as regulating the flow of thought. The gland has long intrigued has been long intrigued because while the rest of the brain is the double, the pineal gland has no counterpart. Talking about the right brain and left brain. In the days of ancient Sumer or Egypt, the priests of Anu, the father of Enlil and Enki, protected the. I'm trying to get to the point. It protected and elaborated and ramifying the medical science of living substance. Now he goes on and says, the menstrual starfire is being an essential substance. Now he'll go in and he'll talk about all this particular stuff, and he says, for instance, it was pure that the Anunnaki, the lunar essence. Anytime you hear the word lunar, that means dark, the dark sun, and lunar essence is melanin. So he double talks. See, he says lunar essence. Now, if you go get the movie, The Black Sun, they're going to talk about taking the essence. What's the name of the movie? Dark Crystal. You talk about taking the essence, and the essence make these particular gods who don't have the essence young again. So anytime you hear the word lunar essence, see, he's double, but he's an occultist. That means melanin. You see what I'm saying? Because it means night sun. There's two night suns. There's the moon, and there's the sun at midnight, which is Sirius. But also esoteric, the sun at midnight is the pineal gland. Once the sun at midnight is ignited, you no longer need the sun and the stars out here, which is the holographic universe, to see your way around, for the simple fact your third eye will be opening and this bullshit here will disappear. That's why in the Gospel of Thomas, they say, tell us what heaven is like. And he said, heaven is all around you, but you're too drunk to see it. Because you're looking for physical appearance, and he said, you won't find heaven looking for it. With these two eyes, it's the third eye. Because Christ is talking, but guess who's the Christ? The conversation is going on talking to the disciples. The conversation is the pineal gland talking to the rest of the melanin, those 72 the Goetia people, or the 12 divisions of the melanin, which has the other army. So Christ and the 12 disciples is the 12 archetypes, the collective unconsciousness, 12 zodiacs, and 12 energies, which is answering to the center of the energies, which is the pineal gland. You see what I'm saying? So the conversation is going on. Especially you get the Gospel of Thomas, which is the one that left out of the Bible, which is the true shit. And you'll see, this is the pineal gland, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you know you get 12. You know, you get the picture. These people are answering to him, which is going on inside your brain. What is the heaven like? You see what I'm saying? And he's saying, you won't find it looking with these two fucking eyes. It's all around your ass, but you using these two fucking eyes to look, and you can't see it. You get it? So this is something that's going on with the soul, recording all this stuff. The Gospel of Thomas, excellent piece. But I want you to get the, see, there's a Gnostic scripture, but I want you to get the ones that was dug up in 1945. Let me explain something to you right quick. Let me just read this and let me explain something to you. Remind me, as soon as I read this, to explain something to you on what's really going on here. Y'all all right? Yes. And it was fed now. Okay, so the lunar essence was called gold of the gods. Remember I said in alchemy that gold and all that type of stuff that they talk about, that's, anytime you hear the word gold, that's talking about melanin. As a matter of fact, when melanin, the melanin that they're talking about outside of the physical body, it comes to a fine gold when all the elements is in it. Inside of the body, the melanin is the blackness and the gold is separated throughout the whole glands. But it's with mercury, it's all these different metals, and when it comes together, it's a gold. You see what I'm saying? So it says it was called gold in the gods and was fed only by the kings and queens of the dragon succession. The word dragon, see, first of all, he gonna do this Hebrew shit, but see, I already know the word dragon comes from the word drakon. And the word drakon is the word, is the beginning of something called the, you get your Typhonian, which is pre-monumental Egyptians. And they were called the Draconians. So when he's talking this dragon shit, he's talking about ancient equatorial black Africans. You see. They'll give you get the Hermetic magic, they're gonna talk about Typhon and they're gonna say the shit comes the word Drakon in the book Stephen Flowers' book, Stephen Edred Flowers' book, Hermetic Magic. So see, you gotta understand the terminology here. So the dragons in their succession. Later, however, Egypt, Mesopotamia, the menstrual starfire was ritually collected as a sacred virgin process and rendered as the scarlet woman. Indeed, the very ritual seems to practice. The word ritu comes from the word ritual, which is defined in a sacred ceremony of red gold. And he goes into all this particular stuff. But he's actually, he's setting it up to talk about this shit called white powder gold, which we're going to get into before the night is out. Now let me explain something to you. Paul, when Paul wrote, you got the Old Testament, which was written by the Kabbalistic scholars. So the people of the scholars, they took the esoteric thing, and then they wrote a lesser mythology, explaining terminology, the Codex Inscriptus, where it explains the mundane existence, it explains the metaphysical existence. But basically, that's your Kabbalah. They wrote the Old Testament, so your esoteric, as you know I've said before, is your Kabbalah. Your esoteric is the Old Testament, the Torah, which is just, basically, it's the laws, the rule of people, but it really ain't the real deal shit. It's the Kabbalah is the real shit behind that. So the Kabbalistic people, which come out of Egypt at the Temple of Komombo, wrote the Kabbalah, and then the Kabbalistic wrote the Torah. So your Old Testament is the Torah. Your New Testament has an esoteric thing that has come where Paul took the Gnostic scriptures and drafted the New Testament from the Gnostic scriptures. So if you want to get the original essence of what that shit was drafted from, all this come out of Egypt now. The Gnostics come from a group of people called the Scythians. So the Hebrews had a book, so he put the Old Testament together. Then, you know, it took 700 years and all these conferences to damn carve the Bible up. But anyway, the New Testament that Paul wrote, he took the Gnostic scriptures, drafted it into a mundane stuff, but the stuff is still up in the Bible. He drafted it into a mundane document for the Romans. Okay? The original stuff is the Gnostic scriptures that it came from. Then the Romans killed off the damn Gnostics because they knew the Gnostics had the real shit, so they killed them all off. A lot of them off. They later on survived as the Moors, the Cathars, the Mani and Manichaeanism, and it's scattered across the world. But mainly the ones in that area, the original doctrines of some of the ones in that area that they stole it from, they killed them off. Because you know how you get somebody's shit, steal their shit. Change the shit to fundamentally be yours so it can control people, but to make sure the people don't get the other stuff, because if you teach them that, they will have access to the other stuff because they will know the mythology of the Bible, and they can go right into the other stuff and say, oh, this is the real deal. So what they did was, they killed the Gnostics off and they burned up all the Gnostic shit. But as you know, this stuff it comes out of Hemmitt, so the Gnostic stuff survived. And so if you want to get the real deal Bible in the Gnostic, you got to get the Nag Hammadi Library. It's only been about, we only had it 52 years because they found it in 1945, right after World War II. The Nag Hammadi Library edited by James Robinson. And that's your complete Gnostic scripture. Now, if you want to get and that's just the scriptures. Now, if you want to get a breakdown of it, you got to get Bentley Leighton's Gnostic scriptures. Now, the key is, there was a historical person that was teaching all this shit. But he was not teaching it in Palestine, he was teaching it in Egypt. In the 26th dynasty, a guy by the name of Nakhonsu. And that's the guy that they attribute all his teachings to, so they even plagiarize another man's teachings. He was the incarnation of Horus, and he was teaching when he was overthrown by a priesthood of Amen. Because he was teaching the old Typhonian religion of Ethiopia and trying to revise that. Before him it was Akhenaten. And Akhenaten would have been successful, but Akhenaten was an asshole because if you're trying to revive something, you don't tear down the other priesthood, then the people resent you. So he got rid of all the priesthood and then he had to get the hell on out of there. With his high priest Musa, which later on Moses. That whole thing. So this stuff is all based on another particular person